Hello and welcome. I'm Megan. I'm a photographer and watercolor artist with chronic health challenges, POTS, and wrist strength issues. I want to encourage you and for you to see what is possible. My mom has this pocket box, and we were chatting about what colors and sets would work well for wrist strength issues, and she recommended that I try out her Van Gogh set and see if they pick up well enough for me to use. I'm very happy to tell you that they pick up very well. That first one was lemon, by the way, and this is Azo Yellow Medium. They are a student set. They are high quality paints that pick up well and have a good color payoff for wrist strength issues. For like 16 something currently, it's a great set to start watercolor with or for travel. This is Madder Lake Deep. And the next one is Permanent Red Light. There are 15 colors in here. I would usually want to get full pans, but these are spaced apart so nicely that you can even get a 1-inch brush in there without picking up the neighboring color by accident. It's also really cool that it has 15 colors, and that's a really great number for starting out on. It has 2 greens, a warm and a cool green. I think she's rearranged them, so they're after the blues here. This one is Quin Rose, and then next is the Cerulean Hue. It's made with phthalo blue. This is kind of similar to the Cinereus that I had in the Aquamini set that I had in my first month of painting. It's like a cerulean hue or a Cinereus. It's a really good color for like skies or something. And then this one is Prussian. That would lift much better than a phthalo blue. So that works really well in a set for beginners as well. And then Ultramarine. Let's see. I think I was talking about greens. So after the Ultramarine, we have Phthalo Green and Sap Green. So that gives you a warm and a cool green. So you wouldn't have to do any mixing, and it would be a good starting place for any green you want to make. You can either start with the Viridian, which is made from phthalo green, that's the cooler green, or the Sap, which is made from yellow and phthalo green. That would be your warmer green. And then mix a bit on paper to get what you want. My mom did swap out for more earthy green that she likes from Da Vinci. I think this is the Da Vinci Sap. So I will swatch the sap that came in this palette at the end. I think we have it somewhere here. That was a really fun thing that just did. That's very cool. That's yellow ochre. And then next we have burnt sienna. One of the really cool things about this set as well is it's got both a burnt sienna and a burnt umber. So you don't just have to use the burnt sienna and add a bit of ultramarine to it to mute it a little bit and then make it into more of a burnt umber color or down to like a gray color. It comes with both the burnt umber and the Payne's gray. So next is burnt umber. And the last color would be Payne's gray. We'll do that one after this one. You could mix the Payne's gray with the phthalo green that's up here. It's the Viridian is made with phthalo green, and you could get this like dark forest color. So you could have a really dark value green for that. I really like that this comes with a warm and a cool of every color, the primaries and the greens. So you have the lemon and the Azo Yellow Medium for your cool and warm yellow. And then you have the Madder Lake Deep or the Quin Rose as your cool red, and then the Permanent Red Light as your warm red. And then you would have the Prussian or the Cerulean as your cool blue, and the Ultramarine Deep as your warm blue. And then we talked about the greens, and then there's 3 earth colors and a Payne's gray. So here we are swatching out the sap that comes with the palette. It's just a little bit of a brighter green, but you could definitely add a little bit of the burnt umber or the burnt sienna or something if you wanted to neutralize it and make it a little bit more earthy. There's a travel brush you can see here in the lid of the palette. You want to keep that, even though it's too small to use. If you have wrist strength issues, you can use this to get the mixing tray out of the lid. I'm great at demonstrating. This just flew out of my hand. Underneath the mixing tray, there is an area that you can stick the sticker that comes with the paints. One of the really cool things about this is it comes with a sticker that has all of the pigments and all of the paints all written out for you. So you don't have to do any handwriting. You can just stick the sticker under the mixing tray here in the lid, and you'll always have all of the pigment information and your paint names right there without having to do any handwriting. And because the sticker comes covering the paints here, you don't have the paints individually wrapped that you have to work at getting open. So both of those things are really great for wrist strength issues. The latch on here I initially thought was hard to get open until I realized that you just push it in like this instead of pulling on it. Overall, this is a great color selection, easy pickup, and great price for high quality student paints. It works with big brushes. You don't have to do any handwriting in order to have a list of all of the paint names and the pigments. You don't have to unwrap all of the little pans. The paints pick up really well. They've got good color payoff. I think this is an amazing set for if you have wrist strength issues, if you want to begin watercolor. I'm very excited that my mom suggested I try this out and that this works really well, because you never know when you try something. I'm really glad that I tried it. It's not my set. I have to give it back now. But I'm very excited to get a chance to share that with you. So if you want to begin watercolor with this, or even like have a travel set or something, this will work really well for you. The color selection is also amazing. I love the, I would probably pick out the colors like this too. It's got a warm and a cool of everything, and a warm and a cool green, and 3 earth colors, and a paint gray. Hopefully this was helpful. You enjoyed getting to see the paints all swatched out and hear about how awesome this set is. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you have this set, or if you have a favorite set that it picks up well, that has great color payoff, maybe a travel palette or something. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next video.